bodies of all these people in this train, and I'm like, mate, chill, like chill.
But that's
Oh, and when
but
he
because
punches him down and he goes through all these buildings and literally kills all these people simply because of the impact, I think that's way more realistic when it comes to like crazy powers like that. He was like friggin' super fragile against
but
stuff like
but
that.
it, but isn't but I think but if I think this is what's so interesting about the the Nolan character, and as well as Supergirl, as well versus Superman and Invincible. They for Superman Invincible are essentially, he's half human and Superman is grew up on Earth, so they essentially see themselves as humans who just happen to be more than that at the same time. Whereas Nolan
Yeah.
and Supergirl, they see it, they understand that they are not human, and therefore they just don't feel that kind of loyalty to a planet full of weaklings at the same time. It's like, I want to defeat the bad guy. I'm not really interested in trying to save human life, because I just don't understand. I don't see this. I don't have this understanding of protecting these weak people, when every single time they just, they're not doing anything better for themselves to try and improve themselves at the same time. Which is the whole point of Nolan. At the
Yeah.
same time, you're like,
I
if I
I
wasn't here to
understand that,
save
but
them, sorry.
yeah, I understand that, but it's just, to me, it's just arrogance. It's like, I'm smarter and stronger than a puppy, but like I'm not gonna, you know, like I'm
Yeah,
not gonna like
yeah.
murder a puppy.
It's
But
not the
I
point.
just think it's arrogance. It's like, oh, they're weak. Their lives mean nothing. I mean, like, even if they're weak, their lives still mean something. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
but it's also at the point that he's
I guess
over
it's
a
like
thousand
humans and
years old.
ants. I guess it's
He's
like
over.
humans and ants. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because before I
yeah.
didn't get it, right? When you were telling me originally, I didn't get it. I was like, dude, like, what's your game? Chill. But then when he tells me that he's gonna live for thousands of years, like this guy has lived for like five,
You know
seven
what I mean?
thousand years, and he just looks middle aged. He just looks middle aged. I'm like, yeah, these people are ants. They're ants. Like their
You
life
know
is
what I
a
mean?
blip. Like it's nothing. But at the same time, like they can't be nothing, because I can't mate with an ant, but you can mate, but like a Vitrexian can mate with a human, so they can't be completely nothing.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's that's what's interesting about, like, that's what's interesting about that show.
I don't
Yeah,
know. I'm still
Invincible.
traumatized, man. I'm still imagining that kid's face going through the whole train, like and I'm like, yo, chill.
I'm not gonna lie, the Invincible. I'm not gonna lie, Invincible is just, honestly, that was just unbelievable. Like the part with the train, man. I'm not gonna lie, I was like, what the. I lost my shit. I was like, holy, because because it was just like the people were flying at him, and because of the density of his physiology, they were just breaking apart because of the momentum of the train at the same time, and it was just
Oh
like,
yeah,
oh man. And the beat that I mean, remember I told you, like, basically there was no, the writers didn't write it in a way where, oh, he got some good shots in and there's potential that he could have won. No, they just wrote it like,
no, no,
he could have beat
no, no.
anyone.
Yeah, he's like, I have to, like, Mark is all like, I have to stop you, and his dad's looking at him like I'm like literally, he's not even 1% of how old this man is, right? He literally just got his powers. Like this kid is like barely a toddler to him, right? And he's
I
like, oh
know.
yeah, sure, give me your best shot. He's like, and he's all like beating him up. He's like, Dad, like, what's your problem? And he's all like, and he's like, oh, the ants. He's like, oh, we have to protect them. And he's like, oh, you want to protect them? Literally face palms him and then launches him into the nearby city, where it's just like shoo, and just mass murder. He used his own song as a rocket to murder a bunch of people. Like, it's just to prove this point. Not only can you not defeat me, I can literally use you as a weapon to kill the people that you want to protect. It was just like, it's just like mind blowing. I'm just sitting here like, so
You know what I mean?
I mean,
It's just for that, honestly, that beatdown was, oh my, I was screaming my head off. I thought one of my roommates was gonna be like, Tony, shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? And I was like, God damn. That beatdown was unreal. I was like, wow. Okay. Yeah, you just, you got, because I think the reality of the dad is he just goes, if I wasn't here, these people would have been dead long ago. If
I
the
mean,
reality is,
yeah.
and you're not even, and you're trying to say you're gonna stop me, but you're not even you don't even have one hundredth of my strength at this time. You're not close to being even as strong as me, or even with my experience, knowledge, skill, age, and you can't, you just, and I think you just want to really pummel him in and just really show him that no matter, you can't do anything to stop me or the coming army that's essentially going to come here and subjugate these people into their empire. Oh man, honestly, Invincible is an amazing series. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, Jupiter's
Yeah.
good as well. Jupiter, I mean, because obviously we're here to talk about Jupiter Legacy stuff, but yeah, Jupiter's Legacy is good.
Yeah.
It is good.
Yeah, what you
It's a
still
good
have more
series.
to say about this show? God damn, Tony.
It's interesting because it's the idea, because it's interesting because it's kind of like the monolithic idea this man has upheld for 90 years, but it all also boils down to the very physical fact that his brother was always jealous, the fact that his father always he was the golden boy to his father. His father never showed his dark side to his son on the basis that his older brother could only see that part of him, because the things that his father was doing, shady stuff and all the low, dirty, down things, the younger son never knew this. He was that kid. He was the one that brought that joy to him, and there was a part where his brother reveals to him, the father, when the father was dead, the older brother reveals to the father, he go to the younger brother, he said, the one about to bury him, he goes, oh, we should bury him in this tie. This is the tie that I bought him. And he goes, he always wore this tie. He goes, yeah, Dad always hated that tie. And as soon as you're out the door, he pulls out the drawer, and there's another tie that he always wears. He only wears that tie just for his son, like, alone. And that's the thing that the younger brother never understood. Like, he always saw life
Yeah.
in this black and white painting, and it was like, oh, and and he lived for 90 years. He lived this monolithic idea that we don't kill, we don't govern, and we don't give our opinion. We're not here to debate the state of the world. And so World War One happened. So World War Two happened, and they never interfered in the war. And even though they wanted to, in terms of, and there was thus an atomic bomb was landed. But if you interfere in the war and stuff, essentially, where does it stop? And that was his argument.
Exactly. Exactly.
And then you get to the point where, like, but then when you find out, when it's finally revealed that the older brother was the bad guy all along, that because he has mental ability, he has enhanced strength and invulnerability at the same time. But
wait, the older brother is the bad guy.
Yeah, he had his main power.
Good.
Yeah, his main power was that he has mental. He has mental
Psychic.
telekinetic abilities, things like that. And
He's a psychic.
Psychic, and but he also has enhanced strength, invulnerability a little bit, things like that at the same time. But whereas the younger brother's power is that he's super strength and his own invulnerability and laser eye beam and things like that is his main power. So he is overwhelmingly the strongest of everybody. So,
okay. To be honest, the older brother being the bad guy that just sounds like so uncreative
trope.
and like
It's just trope. You know what I mean?
It does, and it also just falls that idea that just because you're not like a sparkly, glittery person, that you must be like a bad person. Then it falls back into that whole anti-intelligence thing I was telling you about. But somebody is like, they know about the world and how things work. They're just gonna be a bad guy.
That's where you're wrong. That's what no offense, but that's not really. I think that's not really the point of the movie. The point of the movie the TV series is that it's challenging is challenging both ideas. Because the younger brother did things his way because he forced everybody to follow his rules. But the reality is the state of the world is still just as shitty. And the state of the world is that, like, people, you still have racism, discrimination, prejudice, all these things because they choose not to, corrupt politicians, and all the government powers are still are corrupt as hell and all over the world, and because they chose not to essentially be the overseers and force people to do the right thing, essentially. The world is what it is at this point in the state of mind, and the bad guys are getting worse because now the bad guys are just more violent and more bloodthirsty and evil at the same time.
Yeah.
And the brother essentially blames him for that. He essentially says, because of his kumbaya, laissez-faire attitude, the world is what it is now, and we have no choice. And so
he thought saving people was enough, but it's not.
Yeah. But then it's also, but then from what he's done, my opinion is that I don't see how he could have done it. I think, the bad guy the hero should be allowed to kill the bad guy if they must. I'm hands down. I just don't see I don't see the point. It's like a soldier going off to war. If you're gonna have to defend yourself, you're gonna have to defend yourself at the same time.
Yeah, the concept of heroes doesn't really work in the real world. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you know what I mean. But then the point about it is it's okay for him to be able to do it because he's that powerful. I think 9 times out of 10 when he fights a bad guy, he's probably going to be the one that's going to walk away. That's who he is. Because he's that versus everybody else who are not, who are not as powerful, who are going to falter when the challenge becomes too big, when the challenge just becomes that bloody hard, and
he has the luxury of power. There's not many people in that world that can challenge him, so he could be like, don't kill anyone. Whereas if you're like a Batman type character in that world, you bring in everything. Let's be honest, it's like Batman versus Darkseid, right? When like Darkseid's coming after him, he's just got his like little boat just traveling to different places, like, oh my god.
And that's the thing, isn't it? Yeah. So,
anyway, it was good talking to you about this series. I don't think I'm going to pick it up. I'm not going to lie. I'm watching something that I really want you to watch, though. It's called Raised by Wolves. I really want you to watch it.
I've seen it already.
Oh, okay. Well, when I finish it, we'll chat about it.
Yeah, it's Apple, isn't it? Have you seen
HBO?
Yeah, that's it. HBO, Raised by Wolves. Raised by Wolves is really good, hands down. Have you seen that other one? From Apple. I can't remember the name. When I remember the name, I'll let you know. But like, it's the one with no, it's like the child thing. It's like, ugh. Anyway, when I remember, I'll let you know and stuff. It's like it's this other one. It's a weird one where it's like. Anyway, I'll let you. When I remember it, I'll let you know, and I'll let you watch it and stuff. It's just so randomly weird. Anyway, but I mean, the thing about in terms of this Jupiter Legacy thing, I thought it was good.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I kind of falls more into your area. You watch way more superhero stuff than I do. I wasn't doing it first, but then I just kind of delved off. Still more of a thriller, horror movie type of person.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm still more. I still like thriller horror movies kind of thing, but I enjoy my superheroes. I enjoy like watching the. I just watched the latest Justice Society World War II cartoon animation that just come out like a couple of about last week, which was pretty good. I enjoyed that one at the same time. The movie.
I really like the cartoons. I'm not gonna lie. I need to do a catch up. One day I'm gonna just binge them all for a week. But that's why I mean you at TNT. We're bringing like different things to this situation.
Situation. Yeah, sure, maybe. But yeah, it was really good. It was good. I mean, I hope I'm pretty sure there's going to be a season 2 and stuff. No, to be fair.
There's a season 2 of Raised by Wolves coming out as well. By the way, this year.
Obviously, yeah. You trust me. When you just start watching that show, you know there's going to be a season 2. Especially it's HBO, man. Oh, HBO,
Oh man, that HBO budget, though.
what? It's HBO Max.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man. HBO Max,
I kept
man.
looking at it and I was wondering if it was filmed in New Zealand, because New Zealand is like the port,
the place for filming.
it's like yeah,
Yeah.
it's like the filming pool of the world. Like if you want to feel somewhere that's beautiful and makes you feel like you're in a different world, you go to New Zealand.
Yeah, you know, like I'm from Kenya, but in New Zealand.
It's alright, we don't know the words. It's alright, we'll make up the words.
I mean, to be honest, to be fair, New Zealand, I don't know what, I have no knowledge of New Zealand at all. So, you know, I think that they are people
Oh,
there and they do stuff.
no.